Man, that title sounds dramatic. This video is not about bad-mouthing any of the cast and crew or diving into any drama, but rather a brief discussion how I actually like Euphoria before turning it over to season 3 and what I'm thinking about it now. I will do a B-roll crack on camera for as long as I have a can.
I caught onto the Euphoria craze kinda late. While season 1 released in 2019, I took it upon myself to finally binge the Zendaya-led show in late December 2021 and January 2022, as season 2 was fast approaching. There was, of course, season 1, but also the 2 specials focused on Rue and Jules.
And just with any show, a good show for that matter, I was immersed. I think I had it pretty good being fed so much Euphoria within those 2 months. And the fact that I loved Euphoria to begin with, where I then liked season 2 more than 1, things just got better.
Not saying season 1 is bad by any means. If you've seen the show, you know how unique it is. The aesthetic created by the colors, the beautiful foggy nights, the music from Labyrinth, the title card, the glittery makeup look.
Wow, I forgot about the makeup. It was literally the last thing I thought of. I did do a rewatch or 2, but I haven't seen the show since 2022, so I'm not pinpointing everything.
Now how does season 2 stand out? The most obvious being that it was shot on 35mm film, a discontinued one at that. I praise the story higher than season 1 with Cassie's shenanigans, more nuance with 𝙍𝙀𝙁𝙁 and his relationship with Lexi, Rue's running escapade and Lexi's play to close out the season. The title cards even changed to hit right on the scene instead of a black screen.
Season 2 just really worked out for me. Season 1 is singular in its aesthetic, that's completely undeniable. On foggy nights, I like to say, it's Euphoria out here. Again, I'm nearing the 4-year mark since rewatching everything, so this was just a debrief from memory. Much like many things these days, I have not been keeping up with the rollout of the show. It only hit me about 2 to 3 days before that it was actually premiering. Like, that's when it settled in my brain.
First, Zendaya is perfection as Rue. After how long it's been and just watching other projects of hers, to see her settle into Rue's wackiness was so good. She's a little tweaky, a little careless mofo full of reactions, and Zendaya just morphed back into the character. While on this topic, a lot of people were criticizing Sydney Sweeney and Jacob Elordi's acting in their initial puppy scene.
That's a crazy sentence. Elordi's got a master's in training. Please understand that joke.
But I think that's a case of just believing what you want to believe without consideration. Nuance? Like, I can see what they're saying, but I also consider the scene as a 4-year real life, 5-year fictional jump within the bubble of their relationship. Does Nate not have anal California zoning laws on his ass for building a property? Is he not 5 years older? Has he not been dealing with Cassie's wedding shenanigans as of late?
Let's be real here, people. He's got adult responsibilities. $50,000 in flowers. Euphoria season 3 seems to be partaking in a niche trigger of mine. You would never guess it. Now, there's nothing particularly wrong with this, but Daredevil Born Again does the same thing. The Netflix series was full screen, but now it's widescreen. The full screen effect when Matt hones in on listening is so freaking good, but it's at the cost of the rest of the show having the black bars.
I don't even know if my beef is with a widescreen TV show or if it's cause these shows were previously full and now wide. But point is, Euphoria is now widescreen, -1 point in coolness. It's also catching a lot of flack for being budget Breaking Bad off the 1 episode, and here's what I'll say. So far, I'm trying to be reasonably neutral about the show. I know there's been multiple routes of where it could have gone, and rest in peace to Angus Cloud and of course Eric Dane, but 𝙍𝙀𝙁𝙁 is not in the show anymore. Neither is Barbie Ferreira or Storm Reed.
I love Euphoria, and I think season 3 is good television. But is it good Euphoria? It's an adjustment. I didn't really like the whole drug dealer Lori thing from season 2, and the fact that this is what we're pivoting to, of all things. I mean, think about it. Let me trail for a bit. Instead of exploring key character relationships further, season 3's key motivating factor is going to be this $100,000 that Rue owes from her past. Forget the Maddie Cassie drama, Rue's relationship with her family, or starting strong with Jules in episode 1, or how Rue's coped with sobriety.
We're going for the drug mule route, man. I am positive and hopeful for the season. I believe. The way Chloe Cherry's Faye was brought back was funny and I welcomed her. I didn't notice Labyrinth's absence. This scene was heavily highlighted for Hans Zimmer's music where Labyrinth would have shined.
Yeah, please hold. I have Annie online too.
Thought it fit well in classic Euphoria fashion. The narration from Rue remains, and I'm enjoying the use of licensed songs, as I did with the other seasons.
I decided to be a great actor on the corner of Sunset and Vine.
As for the title card, it looks like it'll vary episode to episode and be catered to each, so I'm excited to see if that's true. We still have our core players of the series, and I think that, for what it is, should be appreciated. I doubt there will be a season 4. It would honestly surprise me. A lot of these actors were up and coming 7 years ago. Hell, Sydney Sweeney has been in a bunch of movies since then. Same with J.K. Elordi, plus an Oscar nomination. Alexa Demie doesn't show face too often.
Usually Zendaya's more involved with the show, but this time around she's not an executive producer. The drama, Euphoria, Spider-Man, The Odyssey, Dune Part 3, that could play a part in her not being a producer, on top of all the rewrites where it's like, alright, F it. My point is, how much longer could this go on for? I'm not saying there shouldn't be an eventual season 4, but I think I'm being realistic.
What we will witness this season going forward could possibly be the final outing for all these actors and characters on screen. Say what you want, but I think you should try to appreciate these weekly releases. I was the hugest fan of the season 2 rollout, and while season 3 might be off to a rocky start, trust the process. Yes, characters are gone. The aesthetic and subject matter are different, so are the composer and aspect ratio. It doesn't entirely feel like Euphoria, but just wait.
We've yet to come across Jules and Cassie Nate interacting with everyone else. Let the season play along. It just might surprise us. Man, I wanted to make a Euphoria video back in 2022, and I think this video right here would have served as a beautiful follow-up. 8 episodes total, and I have no issue making a follow-up video at the halfway mark and at the end, provided I feel compelled to. I hope I get the creative itch. I usually record my videos in the morning, but it's 10:30 p.m. right now, and I'm going to continue editing this up until I just upload it. So depending on when the algorithm picks this video up, this could be a funny delayed video because people are gonna see this after episode 2 comes out. All right, folks, love what you like, protect your energy, and how out of pocket was Ghetto Wedding? Girl, Cassie, I promise you, you were never having a ghetto wedding to begin with.